going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Sorry it's been so long since the last time I was on here. I want to say the last time I was on here was, back in July? Whew. Man, so much stuff has happened since then, let me tell you. Well, first of all, let me start by saying happy early Halloween, if you do celebrate Halloween out there. I still can't believe that it's October and it's almost the end of 2023. Where is the time going? Man, just in a few months, we'll be celebrating our kids' birthdays back to back because one's in January, the other's in February, and it's just crazy knowing that it's almost their birthdays, it's almost Christmas, it's almost the holidays. Man, time is sure going by fast, let me tell you. Well, let me start by telling you where I've been. First of all, in the end of July 31st, we did celebrate my 34th / our 4-year wedding anniversary in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was so cool. I had so much fun. Oh my goodness. If you have not been to Vegas, I suggest going big time because it's just so much fun, let me tell you. So much fun. We went to a whole bunch of museums. We stayed in the pyramid. We, of course, went to casinos. I only gambled maybe once, but I did drink quite a bit. I think one day I don't really remember much, but I know I was safe because, of course, I was with my husband. But yeah, it was just so much fun. Man, I cannot wait to go to Vegas again one day. Man. It was my first time going. As for my husband, he's been before because I think my grandma-in-law, my mother-in-law's side has lived there before, if I'm saying that right. So yeah, but if it wasn't so expensive living, I would totally want like a vacation home there or timeshare something, so that way we have somewhere to stay where we, to go, every time we go down there, we have somewhere to stay and just vacation and whatnot. But it's okay. Maybe one day. So yeah, we stayed in Vegas for 3 nights, 4 days. Of course, we flew. We didn't drive. That was my first time flying anywhere since like 2016. That was my husband's very first time flying on an airplane, so I bet that was pretty cool and interesting for him. He said he kind of liked it. I mean, I loved it, of course, because it brought me back to when I used to fly every year to go see my family in Florida. When we moved to Texas, so in '96. But yeah, it was. We saw the Hoover Dam while we were, on the plane. They were flying over the Hoover Dam. They flew over, there's all sorts of, I guess, tourist attractions. It's a beautiful sight. And of course, right before you land in Nevada, you see a whole bunch of desert and then houses like right next to each other, on top of each other, according to my husband. And he is right. They did kind of look like they were, right on top of each other. But I like the way they look, and I just love the town. But yeah, like I said, we stayed. I don't know if I said this yet, but we stayed in the Pyramid in the Luxor Hotel. I'm not sponsoring Luxor by any means, but we did stay in the Luxor. And basically everything you need is right there in that hotel, from, of course, a casino to museums to restaurants. Everything you need is right there, so you don't really need to go much anywhere if you don't want to. But of course we did, We went on the Strip, we went zip lining. We went to the Zach Bacon's Haunted Museum, which was awesome. I'm not sponsoring that either. I just want to specify, not sponsoring anything that's in this recording. But yeah, we went to that. We went to the Titanic Museum. We went to 2 body exhibit museums. Man, where else did we go? I think I already mentioned this. We zip lined over the strip. Yeah, it was that was awesome. That was man. Even though I was kind of, well, no, when I made the decision to do that, I saw it on Instagram. My mom shared me a little video of it on Instagram. It was like an ad. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta try it. And then when I actually saw it, I felt like a little tipsy, but then I started getting, of course, sobered up by the time we got to the very top and about to go zip line. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Of course, we walked on the strip, and we rode that roller coaster over by that one hotel. I'm not good with names, but yeah, oh man, Vegas is one of my favorite cities now. Seriously, but so yeah, of course, after we got home, we had to settle down because our oldest, or 4-year-old, was going back to school. And she did, and she officially entered pre-K. No longer in 3's class, she's officially pre-K-er. And it's just crazy knowing that she'll be graduating pre-K in May and going on to kindergarten. Like, what? What? So, and then our youngest is about to enter the 3's class, the early childhood special education program. The same thing. It's the same kind of program that her sister's in, and she'll be attending the same school and everything. So they'll be attending the same school for a few months until our eldest, graduates in May, goes off to elementary school, to kindergarten, and then and then our youngest will be pre-K. But yeah, while they're in school, I think I mentioned this before, but I'm thinking about going back to college myself, take a couple of classes, study, do my homework, and then go pick them up. They are both still attending therapy. Our 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old is about to age out of that at-home therapy, which is ECI, early childhood intervention program. She's about to age out. She'll be aging out when she turns 3 in February, which that's when she'll be attending the same program that her sister's in, the early childhood special education program, when she turns 3. My 2.5-year-old does still require a wheelchair because she is still not walking. She is getting up on her knees. She's crawling everywhere. She's what else is she doing? Of course, she's scooting on her knees, and she can still stand up, but only with assistance. And if she's leaning against something, she can't scoot with her feet or take any steps on her own or anything. And that's with her braces on. But yeah, we're still waiting on her wheelchair to come in. We're still arguing with insurance, and it's just, man. We found out that one of their doctors, I guess, messed up on a letter inquiring about the accessory she needs on her wheelchair. So they have to rewrite it and then resend it to our insurance. So, yeah. It's just a big old mess. We ordered that thing, I don't know, 6 months ago it came in. As long as it's in by February when she starts school, I'm fine. Even though, yes, they do have they have wheelchairs there in case a child needs them, because, this program only, has kids with disabilities in it. So they do have wheelchairs there, like loaner wheelchairs, but we can't take them home with us, which is understandable. So, but we still need her wheelchair, of course, because she is just getting too heavy for this mama to keep carrying. And some of her doctor's appointments are on 2nd and 3rd stories. and I don't like elevators. I am severely claustrophobic, so I rather just carry her upstairs. And even though she's really heavy, but she's just heavy in general to carry anywhere. Even if I'm not going upstairs, she's heavy to carry. And yeah, we do have strollers, but she's getting big. Both of them. Of course, our 4.5-year-old, is a little too tall for him now, but yeah, our 2.5-year-old, she's getting huge. So, yeah, getting a little too big for the stroller. That's why we need that wheelchair to come in soon. But yeah. Other than that, of course, I forgot what I mentioned last time, but a 4.5-year-old should be restarting feeding therapy again soon, on top of, no, she gets occupational speech right now. Yeah, she should be starting feeding therapy. It's just her clinic has had short staff, or has been short staffed lately, so they're training more people, in the process of training more people, and we should be starting that feeding therapy again soon. She is still doing pretty good. She's still not getting the concept of actually chewing, but she does bring table food up to her mouth and smell it and maybe lick it or try to taste it. But yeah, for those who are just now, excuse me, I don't know why I can't talk. For those who just started listening to my podcast here, I do have 2 kids that are autistic, and one is level 1, 2, and 3. My 4.5-year-old is level 3, while my 2.5-year-old is level 2, and basically everything that my 2.5-year-old is doing, my 4.5-year-old is not. Everything my 4.5-year-old is doing, my 2.5-year-old is not. So my 4.5-year-old is having like food aversions. Is that right? I don't think I'm writing that right. No, she's just having issues eating. Like table food. She used to be able to eat table food when she was old enough to have it, and then all of a sudden she digressed 18 months. We got her diagnosed. And she got level 3 autism, and now she's just having issues with table food again, but we are on the process of, getting that taken care of by having her attend therapy, physical, occupational, and speech and feeding. And she can talk, just not really like full sentences, I guess, just yet. She can't really tell me, like, this is my 4.5-year-old I'm talking about. She can't talk, she can't say what is directly wrong with her. Like, if her stomach is hurting, she can't say tummy hurts. She'll just kind of pat on her tummy, which is good. If something doesn't feel right, she can't really tell me about that. She just kind of, I don't know, not really points, but taps on it, which is fine. Like today, her school's having ribbon week, and today was crazy sock, hat, and hair day. So we put on some crazy socks on her, and they were knee-high socks, so they went up to her knees, and she didn't like on how the socks felt going over her knees. And at first I couldn't understand what she was saying, because she was just throwing a fit when I put her socks on, or helping her throw her socks on. And then I realized she kept kind of tapping on her knee, or kept messing with her knees. And then I realized, oh, she didn't like socks over her knees. So, of course, we kind of pulled them down to make her more comfortable. So, but yeah, and then my 2.5-year-old also has what's called low muscle tone, and that's the reason why she can crawl, but she can't walk yet. I say yet because I have faith. So yeah, she needs a wheelchair, because they say she'll know she'll be able to walk, and if she does, it won't be till very late in life. And it's fine. It's okay. So just keep having faith that she will walk one day. But yeah, so that's the story of my 2 kids, if you're just now listening. And of course, with my 2.5-year-old, she attends ECI once or twice a week. She attends mostly physical, then speech, and then occupational. She's doing very well with all of it. She now knows how to, like, if you give her options like a toy or a snack, she'll reach for what she wants. Like during occupational, the other day, the therapist had bubbles or a snack. Bubbles one hand, snack in the other, and she reached for bubbles if she wanted bubbles, or she reached for a snack if she wanted a snack. So she's doing really good with that. And then she's doing pretty good with turning pages. Still can't really say much, just mostly does, makes vowel sounds and goes, like, hums or, makes those kind of noises. I can't explain it. Grunts, that's it. And then, of course, my 4.5-year-old, like I said, can speak somewhat, not full sentences, but she knows her ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. She knows how to name animals, name shapes, name colors. Now, if you ask her to do it, majority of the time she won't. She'll just do it when on her own terms. But in speech right now, they are teaching her how to use these buttons that tell her, that say more or stop or go or whatever, and they say she's doing very well with those. She's even imitating the sounds. She's even saying the words. She's even imitating the signs, because of course we speak to her sometimes sign language, and then she knows some of the signs, like she knows sit, she knows no, she knows help, more, all done. So yeah, I don't know if I've ever mentioned that, but yeah, we're just trying to learn different ways to communicate with the kids. Me and my husband are, and therapy's helping us out with that, which is nice. And tomorrow, as for like health wise, for like doctor stuff, tomorrow my 4.5-year-old has a pulmonologist appointment because she does have seasonal asthma. So every time it starts to get cold outside, she starts to cough. But then when it starts to get warm, it kind of goes away, hopefully. But it, even though kind of sometimes takes a while, so it's just a follow-up, see how it's doing. She does need a refill on her inhaler and her nebulizer, because she does once it starts getting cold, she has to have a nebulizer at least twice a day, like once in the morning, once in the evening. But especially if her cough is pretty bad. And of course she has a rescue inhaler for school and then for home, but we gotta get refills on those. But that's what tomorrow's about. And then what else is going on? Of course, like I said, my 2.5-year-old is in braces still, her leg braces, and she don't have to wear them 24 hours a day. She only really has to wear them if she's going out. She has therapy that day. She don't even really have to wear them when she goes out, just mainly if she has therapy, or of course when she starts school, she has to wear them when she goes to school. And then when she ages out of ECI and goes to clinic therapy, of course, like her older sister, of course she'll have to start there. I mean, she has to wear the braces there at the clinic. What else is there? I'm just trying to think of anything I've missed. I have been through a couple of hard things. That's also why I haven't been on here in a while. I lost a really good friend of mine. Either it was an accident or on purpose or it was somebody else did it. We don't know the results to their, I don't know if I can mention this, but they did they did have an autopsy done. My friend, or the family did with my friend, and they don't know what they died of exactly from yet. Or they can't really tell just yet, or the results haven't came in just yet, excuse me. They passed away in the middle of September. I'm not going to say a name, I'm not going to say what day, but they did have a funeral. The family had a funeral for them exactly a week after. I didn't go. I didn't want to. I didn't want to see them like that. I just rather remember how they were. And so it's been kind of hard for me, especially since when they passed, it was exactly a day before my mom's mom, my grandma in Florida, passed 3 years prior. So back in 2020, she died of cancer. She didn't die of the pandemic, but yeah, it's been kind of hard for me lately, especially not knowing exactly what happened. Before I start to get emotional kind of again, I just wanted to give you all an update on what we've been doing, how we've been doing. Sorry, it's not as long as it usually is, and I apologize. I'll try to make my episodes a little longer. It is kind of late, and I do have early morning tomorrow. Because like I said, my 4.5-year-old has a doctor's appointment, and it's about a good hour and a half away from us. So, and depending on what time she gets out of there, whether or not she goes to school, probably not. She probably won't be out of there until like 12:30, 1 o'clock. But I don't know. Yeah, anything else that comes about, I'll let you know. Of course, I'll get on here. And I'll try to get on here more often. Like I said, I can't promise anything because my life just gets so busy and wrapped up in these two, in my two girls, because they are my life right now, really, from their doctor's appointments, therapy appointments. I have something almost every day, really. And on the weekends, majority of the time, I like to have those days to relax, or, on my husband's off days, I like to spend time with him, and especially since he's got a really hard job and a grueling job and dangerous job even, because one night from the next, or one day from the next, I don't ever know if he's gonna come home. Yeah, that's hard to talk about too, but, thinking about that. Well, anyways, so yeah, I'll try to get on here, more often as I can, when I can. Can't promise, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Sorry, I kind of had to hurry. But I'll catch y'all later. You have a good night, and if I don't talk to you before Halloween, happy Halloween, everybody. Good night. This is Mel signing out.